Estate and of course our vendor, we extend a really warm welcome today to you to the auction of 9 Eton Square here in Wantirna. I'm assisted by Anna Savio and Aaron Jow, who no doubt you've met throughout the campaign, and at any stage if you need any assistance throughout the auction, please don't hesitate to call upon my colleagues for that assistance. Well, it's a pretty exciting afternoon today for what we have on offer here. A quintessential, beautiful 4-bedroom family home. But before we let you put your hands up and bid on it, there's a little bit of housekeeping we have to do in relation to contracts, rules and regulations. We'll go through that. We'll invite any questions you may have in relation to these documents or indeed the property itself, and then of course ask you to bid on the property. Well, we are selling Certificate of Title Volume 9042, Folio 333, being Lot 52 on Plan of Subdivision 95895. That's the property that we know here as 9 Eton Square here in Wantirna. We have a planning schedule certificate attached to the contract, which shows that we have a residential Schedule 2 zoning over the property. Vic Road certificate is also attached to the property, that shows that Vic Roads have no proposals at this stage to do any works to the roads here in Eton Square, any widening or so forth. South East Water certificate is also attached, which shows that the usage is on a daily basis plus an annual fee of $223.19. And the lovely city of Knox, in which we stand here today, they require a donation from you every year of around $1,888.70 per annum. Okay, rules and regulations. We are obliged to read this to you under the state government rules, that we are selling under Schedule 1 auction conditions today. That the auction will be conducted in accordance with any rules and additional conditions that were made available for inspection prior to the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price. As the auctioneer, I will indicate bidders upon request. The law prohibits false bids and prohibits major disruptions by bidders and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides fines for this conduct. The rules permit vendor bids, and the words that I will use during the auction, if I'm taking a bid on behalf of the vendor, are vendor bid. And by law, as the auctioneer, I'm the only person here that can take a bid on behalf of the vendor. Now, we are selling under auction conditions, so there is no 3-day cooling off period. We are not selling subject to finance, and we will have expected that you will have done your due diligence in relation to the property and the contract itself. But if you do have any questions, now's the time to field the question, either in relation to this property or the contract. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. Very straightforward contract on offer today. Settlement very flexible, 30, 60, 90 days from today's date. So very, very flexible situation there. Well, if there are no questions, folks, a couple of minutes about what we have on offer, because I'm really excited about this property. This is, as I said before, a quintessential family home. Beautifully maintained from its life back in 1976. It is in superb condition today because our current owners have maintained it that way. 4 bedrooms, master with walk-in robe, ensuite. The other 3 bedrooms built-in robes, lovely spacious lounge area, lovely and bright inside. You've got the ducted heating, you've got the evaporative cooling, a lovely light, bright design of the home, a really terrific place. And of course, you top that up on the location of the property. 785 square metres of prime Wantirna land in Eton Square. Properties do not come up in this area that often. Why? Because you've only got to look around at Eton Square to see what you are buying. This is a beautiful location. Underground power, and what I love about this house in terms of being for a family is that you don't have the traffic. You've got the beautiful park space in the middle of the square there where the kids can go out, kick the footy, play a bit of cricket, do whatever they like in safety without having through traffic. It's just a beautiful location surrounded by so many different shopping centres. You've got Knox City just down Stud Road, the local shopping centre, Wantirna Mall if you like. You can whiz down to Bayswater. You've got so many things. You've got transport, schools laid on. Everywhere you go around here, there's schools. Because when Wantirna was established, they established it properly. They put the infrastructure in. They put the schools in. They put everything you need to have in a family home. And that's why people want to come here. That's why people want to live here. And this property here today, it says it all. Beautifully maintained. The gardens are a picture. Here we are in the middle of winter and we've got the gardens in flower. Imagine what it's going to be like in spring. But I'd suggest to you today that if you're looking to get into the market, now's the time. It's a beautiful property, fantastic opportunity to get into the property market, buy the family home, establish the family here and enjoy what this home has to offer as well as the location. Number 9, Eton Square. It's here for your competition today, folks. And of course, to sell it, we need to get some bidding from you. So, who'd like to kick me off? Don't mind where we start, anywhere at all. Happy to start it on behalf of the vendor, but you're the people that have been through, you're the people that have showed the interest in the property, so I'd like you to put your hands up. See where we go from here. Can I see a start on behalf of the vendor? I'm happy to take a bid. On behalf of the vendor, $830,000 to get things moving. $830,000, take a $10,000 rise. $830, 10 gets you in. Cards are on the table. 10,000 see and say, can I say? See and say an 830. 830, 840 gets you in. At 830 with the vendor now. $10,000 rise anywhere at all. 830,000 gets here. Plenty of time. Just hear the rustling of the trees in between the big gusts of wind today. At 830,000, $10,000. Can I see? See, Aaron should be like a Mexican way down here today. Hey, this sort of level, 830. Now see it rise at 10, 830,000. Anywhere at all. Know what we've been quoting on the property, so no surprises there. 4 bedrooms, beautifully maintained, fantastic location. 830, 10,000 gets you in. At 830,000 I'll call. At 830,000 for the first call. 830 for the second call. 830, you've done, finished, silent. 830, surely not. Got plenty of time. I don't have to go home and cook the dinner until about 6 o'clock, so we've got another 5 hours to go. At 830, you're done, finished, silent. Excuse folks, I'll just consult with our vendor. Thank you. you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. It's always it's always a very difficult situation when you're selling your home, and of course no different from our family here today, because they've been here for quite some time. They've brought up the family here, they've enjoyed the home, they've enjoyed the location. It's now time for them to move on, and of course their instructions to us from the very beginning have been very clear, and that is to put the property on the market and sell it. But what I'll point out just at this point is that the important part of the auction is now. This is the time where if you've come to bid on a property, and in particular this property, now's the time to put up your hand. Because if we do pass the property in, then we pass it in on the basis that if you're holding the bid, you are the person that gets the right to negotiate to the reserve price. And this is such an important thing to have in your armoury, the negotiating right to reserve price. Put it back to you, you've seen the property, everything's been done. And I forgot to mention to you before, to have a look, the roof has all been repointed, resprayed. That's the sort of vendor we have here today. People that have invested in their property, continue to invest in it right through the time that they've owned it. So I'm going to put it back to you at $830,000. Take a rise of 10, anywhere at all, 830. Can I see and say an 840? I'm going to call it again at $830,000. The first call, 830. Second call, 830,000. You're done, finished, silent. 830. Ladies and gentlemen, no surprise if I say to you that I'm going to take a vendor bid to $850,000. I'll call it 3 times from there. Someone like to come in on the top, that's where we've been quoting the property, so there's no surprises. At 850 with the vendor now, I'll call 3 times, and then I will pass the property in if there is no bidding from there. At $850,000 for the first call, at $850,000 for the second call, $850,000, you're done, silent, all finished, $850,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do pass the property in. I thank you on behalf of Purple Bricks and our vendor for attending our auction here this afternoon. And on behalf of Purple Bricks and our vendor, we extend a very, very pleasant weekend to you. Thank you.